No. It's gonna be interrupted. She's gonna. Ah!
Yeah, no way.
Rolo's like, I can do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in place of Colin, there are certain things only a man can do. Today we are reacting to episodes 7 and 8 of Code Geass Season 2. Where we last left off was the family reunion between Lelouch and Nunnally, Viceroy Nunnally. Suzaku showed up towards the end of that reunion and stole Nunnally away. Nunnally! Like I said in the last couple reactions, actually, a lot of moving pieces. I mean, the Chinese Federation is up to stuff. It seems like they are kind of playing both sides, or at least like on the side of the Black Knights, but
not really
keeping themselves open to being on the other side if it benefits them.
I think the guy with the black hair, I forget his name, but he just wants like the Black Knights out of his hair. Like he's kind of like, he doesn't want any like more trouble from Britannia than he already has had, yeah. I think.
We also got the reveal in last week's reaction, one of the 2 episodes, that Charles is in charge and is working with V2, which we knew, but called V2
Big brother,
their older brother. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, there's just a lot of things. Knights of the Round.
There's a lot of shit going on.
I'm just trying to get my head on straight. I'm just trying to get everything out there, all my ducks in a row before we jump into these episodes, because I want to be refreshed. I want to be clear to be able to fully grasp everything I'm about to see. I guess with all that said, let's just jump right into our first reaction. Our reaction to episode 7, turn 7, The Abandoned Mask. We all wear masks.
That was really gross.
Metaphorically speaking.
I don't know what that voice was.
As always, if you'd like to see the full uncut, unedited, uncensored versions of this reaction and all of our previous reactions, then you can do that by going to patreon.com/volume1pod. You can even try it out for free for the first 7 days to see if it's right for you. It matters. It means the world to us. It helps us out. So consider checking it out if it seems like something you'd be interested in. Now with that out of the way, on to the reaction.
The world lies. Thou shalt not commit murder. Thou shalt
Charles.
not bear false witness. Thou shalt not cheat. Thou shalt not
He wrote his
steal.
own
Thou
10
shalt
commandments.
not covet thy neighbor's wife. All of these are lies. Mere
Oh,
illusion.
never mind.
They don't want to be killed. They don't want to be robbed. But the first truth is that the strong devour the weak.
He really is going after God.
Upon people, upon wealth, upon riches and power. We must crush this deception and bring forth the truth. All hail Britannia!
Okay, Charles.
It's a lot.
Oh,
You looked like you were having
boy.
a nightmare. A nightmare? Did something happen yesterday? Rolo, did I happen to say anything? Huh? Nunnally. No, Lelouch. You didn't say one thing.
Bro.
Nothing at all.
Bro, you cannot sleep with your contacts in. It's not good for your eyes.
Nunnally desires, the future Nunnally has chosen, leaves Zero standing in the way. My sister's safety has been guaranteed. She has the Britannian military forces to protect her, and Suzaku too. He may be my worst enemy, but I trust him to do at least that, as I had once hoped he would.
What's wrong, Lulu? You just seem sort of down.
No, I'm fine.
Can't sleep because you're thinking about how much fun the trip will be?
You're correct. Yeah, I'm excited
Yeah,
about it.
that's it.
Lulu, you're just like a little boy.
Attention all students. The inauguration speech of the new Viceroy of Area 11 is about to begin. Please assemble in the auditorium.
Oh, shit.
How do you do, everyone? I am Nunnally the
Sounds so funny.
She does sound a little older.
Yeah.
Due to the
She's more mature.
untimely loss of Duke Colaris recently, I shall be assuming the viceroyship of Area 11 in his place. Please help me to help you.
She wants some help, huh?
This'll screw up things.
I realize it is
That fool was blushing.
but I'd
Yeah,
like
he
each
kind of
one you to
was.
cooperate.
What was that about?
Like hard.
As your new viceroy, I wish to again create the specially administrated
That better have
zone
been a
of
rash.
Japan.
Ooh.
In the special zone, Britannians and numbers would have equal status. 11s would be allowed to safely call themselves Japanese once again.
She just said
There will be no
Japanese.
reason
Are they
for
trying to
racism.
trick us?
I do
Yeah.
not believe that the attempt to establish the zone
Yeah, I
was a mistake.
don't know if anyone's gonna go on.
Yeah,
with you,
I
dude.
mean,
like they're gonna think they're gonna
After
get killed again,
everything
bro.
that happened?
I don't know, bro.
And those of you in the Black Knight,
Fool me
I ask you
once.
to
Oh.
Please participate in the special zone.
What?
If both
Not
sides
again.
are willing to step
Never
forward
again.
and admit to the
Bro, it's so funny how much of this season is similar events.
Reminiscent?
Yeah. Similar events from season 1 happening.
Mhm.
Suzaku, what Yuffie tried to do, I mean before the disaster happened, wasn't wrong, was it?
No, I can assure you it wasn't Yuffie who was wrong.
Passengers transferring to the express line, please wait on platform 3. The local train will be stopping at platform number 5. This
They're
is an
not
announcement
needed
for
anymore.
arriving passengers.
Either
All
Zero
trains and station
or my
premises are
battle.
currently on-
Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
That kid Viceroy just wants to repeat what Princess Massacre Euphemia did.
No Japanese person would ever take part in it.
After
Yeah.
luring them in with sugary words and then slaughtering them.
So what are we gonna do then?
Lady Kaguya, why isn't Master Zero here? Considering his new wife awaits him eagerly. In fact, he failed to write me even once while I was away in the Chinese Federation.
Maybe he dumped you for someone else.
Don't be ridiculous. That doesn't matter at all to me. The greatest men succumb to feminine charm. Grown-up men have basic physical needs. Lady Kaguya, what are you saying?
Bro, how old is she again?
You're a lot
Fucking 11.
than you seem. I so appreciate you keeping him company while I was away. Thank you. Here, you as well, Colin.
Oh,
We
shit.
three who support Master Zero. Oh, that
His
makes us
harem.
3 ladies of his court, doesn't it? His court?
The whole
Oh.
train. Oh my god.
He said, "Get out. I want to be alone."
I want to use this power to
All this
be
up until now for
alone.
Nonali's sake.
Huh?
How do you do, everyone? I am Nonali V. Britannia of the Royal Family.
Who played that?
Due to
I was
the
just trying to see what the extended
unfortunate
forecast
final loss
was.
of Duke Polaris recently, I shall be zooming
No, someone broke in and played that shit right now.
I'm finished.
Of
Oh.
course
He's
it's
jelly.
Rolo, yeah.
Mhm. He's mad.
Nonali may have realized that I lied to her. Even so, she said she wants to carry on Yuffie's wishes, and for that,
We told you money first, didn't
Oh,
we?
what?
Cough it up, you stinking deadbeat.
Why are you doing this? Aren't you guys 11s like me? Bring the cash next time if you want this stuff.
Who is that?
I don't know.
A Britannian?
You're a student.
Yes, I use these gentlemen to do my bidding, but only with their consent.
No, he's a Britannian.
Student.
Yeah, he's a
Don't touch me.
Britannian, but he's using like
Mhm.
11s
Yeah.
or Japanese to do his dirty work. He told him to do push-ups. He said, "You look weak."
Really? That's the.
As you like.
He makes other people do crazy shit.
Why don't you do some dancing?
He makes other people like freaking kill themselves.
I know.
Start hell.
Do squats. Hey, Lelouch, can you use that on me, dude? Please. I need the
Against my own
motivation.
will.
Yeah. It's the only way I'll get in shape.
The one single thing that's important to me is that he remains alive. Oh, please. The simplest solution would be for him to stop being Zero. I know, not a very romantic story, is it? Still, at this rate, the Black Knights are over. Their history, yes. Zero exists for Nonali's sake. That's what Lelouch said, Marianne.
She's talking to fucking Marianne again.
Where's Lelouch?
What is up with that guy?
I figured you'd come here.
Oh, it's fucking
Oh,
refrain?
Shit. Yeah, dude.
Holy
Zero
shit.
was born. You started it here. Lelouch, I want to tell you something. Is that...
Refrain. You're familiar with it, aren't you? Brings back memories of the good old days.
Don't give me that crap! So what if you failed this time? Can't you come up with another plan and get it back? Just give us orders like you always do. Should I use my nightmare or maybe play decoy? Tell me, I'll do whatever you say.
All right then. You can console me.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Things a woman can do for that, right?
There's no fucking way. No.
Lelouch!
No. No. It's gonna be interrupted. She's gonna. Ah!
Yeah, no way. Good.
Snap out of it, Lelouch. You're Zero now. You have an obligation. You've got to live up
Now
to the
he's
dreams you once
Zero.
gave us all.
Now he's
So
Zero.
Please, keep fooling us until you no longer can. We need you to be Zero this time with all your heart. Play your role like you mean it.
Rolo.
Rolo's like, I can do it.
Yeah, I was going to say, Rolo, you can console me.
I'll do it, Lelouch.
In place of Colin, there are certain things only a man can do.
That's right. You're supposed to keep an eye on me. I'd forgotten.
Then why not forget about them? All the heavy burdens that just weigh you down. Zero, the Black Knights, and Nonnally.
Wrong! Nonnally isn't a...
For Nonnally's sake as well. If Zero vanishes, then peace will come to Area 11. Lelouch, you can go back to being an ordinary student again and be happy. Is there something wrong with that? Wanting happiness isn't a crime. No one would have to be hurt. Look, we still have time to undo what's been done.
Oh, damn. He really is going to do it.
You, I promise. I'll stay with you as your brother forever, Lelouch.
If you're into that.
Tell me, Nonnally, why did you want to be Viceroy of Area 11 after learning Zero had returned?
Because my entire life I've lived under the protection of my big brother Lelouch. I may not know where he is at this moment, but I'm sure that he's out there watching me at every turn. Therefore, I don't want to make an embarrassing decision as Viceroy while he's looking over my shoulder.
That mask is heavier than it looks. The wearer bears a fate. Not just of the Japanese people, but that of the world.
Yes, but somebody has
This is the Britannian military. Your ship's registry and stated course are erroneous. Heave to at once. We will now conduct a forced inspection.
Shit.
Everyone aboard is ordered to disarm and line up on the deck. You have 10 minutes to comply with our order.
That's not good.
Right. Everybody's gone on the school trip.
Should we go after them?
No, an empty birdcage suits me just fine for now.
What?
Who's firing?
It's Code. A signal from the Black Knights.
Hi.
Oh shit, never mind.
Why did they stay behind?
What about the school trip?
We couldn't leave you here crying while we three went and had fun.
Because the important thing about vacations isn't where you spend them, it's all about who you spend them with. Exactly.
Why's that
Huh? Oh, you mean this? These are supposed to make your wishes come true, so I made one. For the life of me, I can't remember who taught me how to make them, though.
And what did you wish for?
It's already coming true. Oh, well, part of it, I wanted to set off fireworks with everyone.
Everyone?
For Nina, Colin,
and Suzaku.
It goes without saying, you and Rolo. And because I only folded one crane, you were the only one who showed up.
Whoa.
Damn, sad.
Yeah.
Good old days.
A long time ago, Nonnally, Suzaku, and I talked about something. We wondered what happiness would look like if we could give it a physical form. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was Suzaku who said that the shape of happiness might resemble glass. He said that even though you don't usually notice it, it's still definitely there. You merely have to change your point of view slightly. And then that glass will sparkle when it reflects the light. I doubt that anything else could argue its own existence more eloquently.
They say if you fold
that was beautiful, Suzaku.
Damn, I know, it's fucking like 6 years old talking that shit. It's philosophical as shit.
Damn.
Whoa! You look crazy, Lelouch. Like, you look crazy. Who is that?
The world was a gentler place.
That's right. A gentle world is this close, even if we were clouded by phony memories.
Lulu, what are you crying for?
Oh.
Lelouch, are you really moved that much by our friendship? You do have a sweet side.
Damn,
no,
dude.
you're wrong. It's nothing like that at all. I'll launch fireworks with you again someday. We will.
But not today.
Right here.
I know.
I promise.
Runs out.
Yes, as a matter of fact, my battle, it isn't about Nonnally anymore.
It's time.
Commence firing.
What are they gonna do right now?
Here it comes. Blow the tanker. That'll scramble the sonar. Any contact with Zero yet?
Still no response, sir.
Oh!
Damn.
We'll assume they're trying to escape underwater. Send out the portmans.
Dive us down. If they discover us, we're done.
Fire Azrox.
Jesus.
We hold out.
What? But...
We're all gonna die! Q1, do you read me? Q1!
He's back in the saddle.
Your instructions, 50 degrees down trim. Head for point L14. Crash dive, full ahead.
He made it! Finally! Took him long enough.
She's like, don't let me in with you.
Continue depth charge drop.
Fire all torpedoes to detonate dead ahead. Set detonators for 40 seconds.
Let's try firing them.
What?
What other choice do we have? We've got to trust him.
They're at point L14. Focus fire on that point. If they surface, I'll capture them myself.
Once the anchors are secure, all hands brace for shock.
It's air?
Now I see. That's methane hydrate.
Oh shit, that's smart.
What the?
So he knew that was there, like a natural part of that area. Crazy, dude.
Take remaining units and go after the Black Knights.
It's Zero. Zero's heading right for me.
Whoa.
Oh.
So this is your answer to me? Don't shoot. Shoot me and you'll be disobeying your lady's orders.
I hereby accept the offer extended by Viceroy Nonoli. Yes, I will join the Japan Special Zone.
Whoa.
He wouldn't.
Zero's surrendering to them?
But he can't.
Are you serious?
Zero orders you! All members of the Black Knights, you shall participate willingly in the Special Zone!
There's more to that. There's more to that. He's got a plan, dude.
No, because he knows it's going to be fine this time. I think he agreed this time around because he knows that what happened last time will not happen again because he's not going to fuck up again.
My concern is the Japanese people. I don't know who in their right mind would agree to this sort of thing again.
Well,
after what happened.
Zero is saying, I'm down, and the Black Knights are down again. So I think
they hold a lot of weight, you're saying, with the Japanese people.
Yeah. I mean, if they, like the other Black Knights were saying, like, hell no, like, we're not going to be a part of that at all because it might be a lie again. But them saying that they fully support it, like, yeah, it's going to be a thing. And I think Lelouch is like realizing, I think in this moment, that this is the best it's going to get. And this is the safest possible outcome in order to keep Nonoli like alive and safe.
Well, we do see him, reminiscing on the roof and him saying that he will make sure that there's a day that they can all sort of like set off fireworks on the roof again together. Suzaku, Nonoli, Colin, these are all people who are in different positions. So yeah, it does seem like he is sort of like coming to terms with or making a promise to himself that he's going to create a world where they can all be together again. And that means taking this deal, something that he was so adamantly against initially, but Yuffie convinced him of before he, accidentally said the craziest thing he could have said.
Yeah, I know. And Nonoli supports it. Like, this is Nonoli's dream too. So I think that he supports it as well. Also, he might be changing his strategy when it comes to what his actual real goal is, because his whole goal for this whole thing was to make a better place to live for Nonoli.
To take out Charlie.
No, but that's like secondary.
Right.
Nonoli became first. Now Nonoli is in the position that she's in. So that being said, he, I think, is changing his strategy to get Charlie. There's a difference now between he thought he had to do all of this, which, like, I guess that shit happened, but I think that he's changing his strategy when it comes to like the Japanese people in Area 11. I don't think that's a priority anymore. I think we're going to pivot into more of like Geass and like V2 and all that shit. I think like,
well, that would make a lot of sense because he could let Nonoli do whatever she wanted to do and show her the true evil of Britannia by taking down the Emperor.
And also Zero, making it maybe a less heavy blow when he does ultimately reveal who he is. I don't see a world where he wouldn't maybe tell her what has happened and why he did everything that he did, because he's going to have to do that because he's going to have to see Nonoli again and reveal that like his memories are back. Right. So once that happens, because he's not going to stay away from her forever, I don't think.
No.
No way. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just interesting because we heard even, and I do think I agree. I think there's going to be a focus on Geass and V2 and Charles again, because we hear C2 mention Marion, Lelouch's mom, who's a character that, again, like we still continue to get hints about, but haven't really got much about at all. So I think that we're going to find more about, find out more about that whole situation. But there's this like sibling triangle between like Lelouch, Nonoli, and Rollo. Like Rollo was the victim of the emotional manipulation, but now like he's trying to Like, just
console
Lelouch so he can secure his spot, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, Lelouch, I don't know. I don't know how much Lelouch still hates him as much as he did before, but he might end up just taking him out because he's too much of a...
Yeah, I think that's going to be Rolo's big mistake. Now, Rolo is going to create a lot of problems for him down the line when he starts to realize that Lelouch doesn't give a fuck about him.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But I don't think that Lelouch, even as down in the dumps as he was this episode was all about him finding his resolve to become Zero again and like what that meant.
Yeah,
right?
And I think pivoting.
But I still don't think he would give a fuck about Rolo.
No. But also, yeah, I just think this was like a pivot move.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, though, I mean, it is following the same type of events that have happened before. There are some new things, obviously, but it is following the same kind of track. So it might not work out again. Yeah. And it might be a situation where like everything goes good and like Charles steps in or another prince or princess steps in and fucks it up.
Yeah.
It might even be fucking Rolo in the next episode. You know, could use his Geass on Nonali and do something bad.
Yeah, and cause something crazy to happen. Like, this is insane, but he could, because you're absolutely right. That's what's so awesome about the device of the story device of beats repeating themselves, because it's very purposeful and you begin to anticipate things going wrong that went wrong the first time. In this situation, if something were to happen with Geass again, Rolo, like you said, could freeze time and freaking kill an 11 and then put a freaking gun in Nonali's hand and like resume time again.
Because Rolo doesn't need to look into your eyes to use his Geass.
Yeah.
You know, Charles got to look into your eyes.
Yeah.
Lelouch got to look into your eyes. But Rolo don't got to do that. So Nonali does not have to look at him.
Right. Yeah. Which... Yeah, I don't know. It's something like that is either going to happen or definitely would not surprise me.
Well, I'm sure it won't. It might. I mean, because
it could be that crazy.
It could be that crazy because I think that Rolo, he can use his ability. I don't think it is just limited to one person. It's
the perception of time affected.
Yes.
That affects anybody in that perimeter.
So he's used it on Suzaku, but he can use it again. Because I was going to say Suzaku is going to be on the highest alert.
Yeah.
If this coronation like happens again, when it's reinstated, like he's not going to let anything happen to Nonali. He's going to be all eyes on Nonali. But if Rolo gets even close to their proximity, like it's over.
Yeah.
And he can use it on, Lelouch.
Yeah.
Like, he can use it on anyone at any time, as many times as he wants. And that's what's crazy.
Yeah. So we're going to see. We're going to see how it all unfolds. Whether Lelouch is sincere in his plans to follow through with Yuffie and now Nonali's proposal. And the craziness that I'm sure is going to ensue because something's going to go wrong.
Oh my gosh.
So let's get into our reaction of the next episode, episode 8, Turn 8, 1 Million Miracles. Miracles sounds positive. I don't know if that's going to be good or bad, but it sounds good.
Big brother, the promise you made.
Yes, I'll keep it. So you've agreed to the special zone.
That doesn't wash away the blood that's on your hands.
The Black Knights seem to be diving back underwater. Shall we pursue the Vincent?
Unnecessary. Suspend the search for C2 until we receive further orders. Be careful, Rolo. If they get you, they'll catch me in the same net.
If Zero is making decisions that aren't in the interests of the Japanese people, then...
Zero.
They're questioning his reasoning.
Keep your new wife waiting.
Lady Kaguya, I'm glad to see you're well and as lively as ever.
And I see you're still surprising everyone like you always do, offering to join the special zone. No one expected that at all.
Yeah, she's right.
I told you, he's just bluffing so he can lure the Britannians in and nail them.
Fighting, then more fighting. And then what?
Huh? Hold on! What are you saying? We should dance with them?
We fight because we must, unless you know some other way to do this.
No, we can never make friends with our conquerors.
What is Japanese?
What is Japanese for 500?
Yeah,
What do you do
dude.
about the special zone? Is this gonna be another massacre?
Exactly. What's the point of being Japanese again? So only people without jobs should join in?
Thus far, no 11s have signed up for the specially administrated
Of course
zone
not.
of Japan, commonly called the Special
Who
Zone,
would?
as there has been no contact from Zeros.
I'd like you to please stick to the prepared manuscript this time.
I was acting as viceroy.
A viceroy is not a king. Viceroys act as official representatives of the emperor, ruling each area prudently on his behalf. We will support your attempt to revive the special zone this time, but henceforth, please consult with me on such matters beforehand.
Damn.
Leave of absence?
Yeah, it looks like I'm going to be a little busy.
With the special zone, huh?
And what about all our plans for the garden?
Sorry, Millie.
That reminds me, Suzaku. Have you thought about Colin? Isn't there some way you can help her out?
Yeah, right, like a plea bargain, you know? Something like that.
Family and friends are important too, right? Couldn't you discuss it with the Viceroy? Like when you had me talk to her on the phone the other day?
What? You talked to her, Lulu?
With the young princess?
Well, it was on the night of the welcome party. She mistook me for someone else, so it was kind of a hazy call.
Oh,
He's shitting
Rolo.
his pants right now.
Lost your memory.
Rolo's like, I want to kill Suzaku.
That's the face of a man with shit in his pants.
This is what I'd like to know.
Why?
Did you have to kill Yuffie? Surely you could have found another way.
Suzaku Kururugi, you traitor! Time to
Whoa!
Oh, damn. Oh. Oh, it's still active.
Yeah.
Sir Kururugi, are you all right, sir?
Whoa. Crazy.
You, who used your Geass to force me to live, knowing that in my heart I sought the punishment of death. Someone like you.
Yes, that's right. I believe it will be. We've already sent Sayoko Shinozaki there.
I see. Well done, Detour. You really are an expert at this. You're truly irreplaceable.
Thank you. I'm deeply honored.
Are you sure your plan for the following stage will be consistent?
Yes, I am. Our tactics may have changed, but our strategic objective remains the same.
You haven't forgotten your promise, have you?
No.
Rolo.
I will protect this
He
school.
said yes.
Bring up that promise one more time.
I know,
Let
for real,
anything
bro.
interfere with that.
I'm helping you because I have something to protect now. If you were discovered, this school would be destroyed and everything lost.
And then there's V2 as well.
Mm-hmm. He'd kill me as a traitor without any hesitation.
And I'd be slain in the next moment.
So we share the same destiny, you and I.
About that promise. He brings it up
Late.
again.
Club activities ran overtime. So, Zero, what can I do?
Please, Miss Valletta, just saying that name alone could cost us our lives.
Lelouch, what did you want?
About Ogi, do you miss him?
Crazy. Damn. He misses you. Oh, fuck. Here she
Oh,
is.
finally. Jesus.
Hello, it's been a while.
When did you get back from the EU?
A short time ago, I just completed peace negotiations with the French.
Is that another prince?
Pushing forward.
I don't know.
If you press victory too hard or too fast, you are inviting defeat. In every corner of the world, people look for hope. Our victories can trample that hope underfoot. That can be true of enemies and allies. Everyone has something they yearn for.
Her and that damn phone. Oh.
Arthur. I am telling you, Arthur is key
He seems to
in all
like
of
you,
this.
Anya.
Japanese clothes?
Yes, I always wear them for any of my training sessions.
Do you miss them?
What's that mark on her arm?
Yes, I wonder. I do have some good memories, but I...
Sir Kururugi, I've been looking for you.
What is it?
I need your signature on this. It's the order to execute the 11 who tried to assassinate you, sir. I need authorization from a Knight of the Round to carry out the sentence.
Damn.
The experiments are continuing. I won't squander the faith you've shown in me, Your Grace. I promise.
I do like her makeover. I will say that.
I haven't forgotten.
It's the only thing about her I like so far.
Oh, here we go.
We're finally gonna find out what the fuck happened.
Oh my god, it didn't work. That's so... That's honestly great.
Bro, she still hit the fucking button.
Yeah, I know.
Nah, fuck
He's
her.
not
dude.
even there.
She sucks. Never mind. I hate her makeover.
If you give me a little more time, I'm certain I can build one that works.
History may remember her as a tragic figure, but I still believe in my sister and wish to honor her memory. So do Cornelia and Nonali, also Kanon and Suzaku, and many others whose lives she touched. And you believe in her. And that's why I believe in you.
I'm grateful, Your Highness.
Schneisel.
Excuse me, is something wrong, sir?
I'm around. I'll sign it.
Dang.
Yes, that's fine. Thank you, ma'am.
Are you some kind of masochist?
Bitch.
You know you're disliked here, yet you volunteered for Area 11. Hated as the hero of the numbers, as a traitor to Japan. You're always on trial here, and out of envy and hatred, they try to pull you down.
There's no point in trying to make people understand why I'm doing all these things, because there was someone who did understand. Anyway, when you get down to it, I am a sinner.
Hey there, you two. Looks like we're gonna get that.
My
call
favorite
we were
character of
waiting
all
for,
time.
The one from Zero.
Should I really be here for this?
You wanted to see Zero.
Girl. What's that dress?
Crazy.
The fuck?
I mean, she looks good though.
But what is that?
Oh, I see. You have to keep this confidential too, I guess.
Oh my
Is there
god.
some diplomatic reason for that outfit?
Yes, ma'am, I
She called her out.
Here it comes now.
She's a hater. That lady's
Is
a
it like
fucking
to
hater.
lure, like to fucking to look good for Zero?
Excuse me. I just wanted to ask you, are you the same Zero as before, or are you a brand new one?
Zero's truth is not based on who is within, it's the actions that measure the man.
You said you'd stop fighting and join in the special zone. But do you have full consensus on that from all the Black Knights?
1 million people have been mobilized.
1 million?
And they'll all participate.
Yes, but there's one condition. You must let me go. Of course, you'll have to explain this to your own people. So I suggest you punish me by sending me into exile.
And the Black Knights? He doesn't care about them. He just wants to save his own skin.
That's why I've taken the precaution of keeping these talks secret.
How boring.
Area Law, Section 12, Paragraph 8. It is within the Viceroy's
This is
authority to
crazy.
apprehend subversive or rebellious elements and send them into exile.
Are you suggesting we let Zero go?
I'm simply stating the legal basis of action.
You can make the announcement at the opening ceremony.
That's some kind of sweet deal. If the big terrorist runs away, the little terrorist will shake and quake and disappear.
Would you mind doing this, please? I wrote Yuffie's name right, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. Yuffie, we're going to make your dream a reality. A peaceful and gentle world for you.
There's another Yuffie.
It looks like there's someone else who's still grieving for Yuffie's death.
Oh, who is it?
Oh, Nia.
Oh, of course.
Who loved her
Yeah.
like we did.
Freak.
Or who is
So
that?
Are you finished now?
Oh.
Yes, that was the last thing. There's nothing holding me here now.
I don't know if I still don't know if I buy it.
Shizuoka ghetto that will soon become the special zone. A huge number of 11s has already gathered for the opening
Here's the massacre, part 2.
What they don't know is that Zero has already betrayed them all. We don't move until they do. Got it?
Yes, my lord.
Oh, see?
It can't be Chigusa?
Kaname Ogi, are you out there somewhere?
She loves him.
He's up to something.
Oh.
Taking me back home.
Are you all right with this now?
Of course, I was just an acting consul. Once a new consul is chosen, I simply have to return home. Besides, this is an excellent opportunity.
But what about the Black Knights?
The request I made to Britannia yesterday should set us up for the future.
Lord Shinkei.
Don't be concerned.
Oh.
I just have to last a little longer.
What the?
People of Japan, welcome to
Oh,
the
God.
specially administrated zone. I'm overjoyed that so many of you have gathered here for this great event.
As Imperial subjects, all those participating in the Japan Special Zone will have criminal charges against them reduced, and criminals that are Class 3 or lower will have their sentences suspended. However, the instigator of the murder of former Viceroy Kalaris cannot be forgiven. Therefore, under Special Area Law, Section 12, Paragraph 8, Zero alone shall be banished and sent into exile.
Only Zero?
So that means he gets to run away all by himself?
Thank you, my Britannian friends. I am grateful for
Yeah.
your lenient treatment.
So he came here after all.
Move, Zero.
Show yourself, Zero! I'll escort you safely out of the country myself, I guarantee it!
I have a question. What does it mean to be Japanese?
Off script.
A nation.
What?
Is it language, territory, bloodlines?
It's in the heart!
Then we're in
Wrong.
a feeling within, of belonging, dignity, pride. The culture is carried in the heart. You're Japanese no matter where you are.
Zero.
Let's
What?
fucking
What are
go.
they doing?
I knew it.
They try something.
Do they want a million people to die?
They're not gonna die.
Look
yes, my lord. Hold on! They haven't made any violent moves yet!
Oh! That's so cool.
Zero has appeared, but not as expected. That is, so this was
Hell yeah.
Even the kids?
Not only has
Wow, a million.
And the babies?
Zeros. Baby zeros. Fuck yeah.
Where we go, we are Japan, for we carry it in our hearts.
Come on, all you serious? Let's go!
Time to get exiled, everybody.
There's no way he can transport 1 million people.
We just got word from the Port Authority.
The port?
There's a million boats.
The Chinese Federation requested safe passage for...
Whoa!
But the applicant has already left the country.
What?
Getting on that?
It's a fucking iceberg?
We'll be fine. The iceberg ship is
Roxana.
indestructible.
What the fuck? This is crazy. This, I don't know about this.
What's gonna happen?
I thought it was to create confusion.
No, they're actually all going to leave.
Not like a loophole. You said Zero can leave.
Ogie, is that you?
No, I'm Zero.
Please tell me what's going on.
It'll be all right. Suzaku is there with her.
Sir Kururugi, we can't let 1 million laborers leave the country. Make an example
See?
of...
Hold on, please.
Laborers.
Zero, order them to take off their masks. Do it now or there'll be another massacre.
Only if you order it, Suzaku.
Exactly.
And even if we're all unmasked, no one would know who the real Zero is.
It's your call, Suzaku. You're in charge.
Bro.
Zero. We could let you escape.
Oh,
But
it's not so
1 million people
easy when
to
you're
let
the
them
one in
all go
charge
with
making
you?
the hard
If
choices.
the Black Knights leave, peace will come to Area 11.
This is a dirty way to do it.
Give the order to let Zero go.
I must give the order to shoot Zero, to kill him.
I'll do it. Zero!
Yeah, it's gonna happen again.
Admitted, my own desire to forgive them is a personal matter.
That's right. That was our agreement. If we break it, the people will never trust us again.
Only you speak of them as people because you are one of them.
This has nothing to do with that. If they're all
Shoot her.
subversives, why do you want them here? So you
They're
can
not
massacre
people?
them?
That's
They have
insane.
challenged Britannian rule, so let them burn in hell.
Shouldn't we get rid of these disruptive elements then?
For real.
Can you
Like,
promise
they're
that
trying
you'll
to just
lead them
leave.
salvation?
Can't even do that.
No.
Can't even let him leave.
Can you promise the ones who stay behind will find salvation in your hands?
That's exactly why I became a Britannian soldier.
I will trust in the promise you've made.
Hell yeah.
Did you hear that? All Zeros, Sir Kururugi has
They're like, no, that's the real one.
are hereby exiled. Nothing holds us back now.
She's like, wait a minute. That's the
Oh,
Lush.
that's cool. That was a cool little moment.
Goodbye then, Lady of Britannia.
A perfect chance to kill them all, and he's throwing it away.
My Lord Shinkei, it seems the Area 11 operation has succeeded.
Looks like Zero's next performance will be on our stage.
So Suzaku managed to save 1 million lives, and no one will ever thank him for it, eh?
His whole plan was based on one prediction, that I would give the order to hold fire and let them go. You know me well, Zero.
You are my worst enemy. I know you, Suzaku. And I also know Nanali.
Damn, everyone in the Zero fits.
That is why I
Super
can foresee
sick.
the outcome. And for now, I am grateful to you, Suzaku Kururugi. Don't ever forget the promise you've made to me.
Damn. That was really good.
He did it.
He did it.
He did it.
That's what I was talking about during our last discussion, actually. The formula of things repeating themselves makes you anticipate and expect things. So it like creates tension in that moment. But then when Suzaku does not follow through and changes that, pattern, it's extra
Satisfying.
impactful. Yeah.
Super
And
satisfying. And yeah, it was changing the pattern and being
breaking the cycle.
Breaking the cycle, but also just being, I guess, smart. Like they're both being smart about it.
Yeah.
Like there's no reason to like kill a bunch of people. Like just let them go. Like they just want to leave. Like just let them go. Like,
yeah. I knew that Lelouch was up to something. I mean, I had my doubts, and I was wrong to doubt him. But I knew he had to be up to something, have something up his sleeve, and he did. He did get out on a loophole, which during the episode, I was like, okay, this feels like a little silly because I thought it was to create confusion, but it's to, basically allow everybody to escape under that promise that they made, Zero. But it's not goofy because it is symbolic, because they are all, I think, it all kind of goes back to the question that he asked Suzaku, like, what does it mean to be anything? What does it mean to be Japanese? So I do still think that it is a beautiful way of sending everybody off.
Yeah.
In a meaningful way.
It is symbolic, but it's also very literal. Like it's both, which I like. Like Lelouch played both. Like obviously they don't even know what Zero looks like. So if they just start unmasking people, like it could be anyone.
Yeah, it could be anybody.
So
it's both. It is smart too.
Yeah, it is
strategic.
super. Yeah, insanely so. And again, like we talked about, I guess the Chinese Federation were like, this is fine. This is cool.
That's what I said. I think they're just kind of like playing both sides and they're seeing where the cards fall.
Well, because I mean, like we said before, the only friend that like the princess or the queen had was the
other little girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she's probably like
Kaguya.
Like I like her, like I want to like help her and her people out.
And something's going on with the other guy. I forget his name. The guy who killed the other eunuch.
Yeah, he's like dying.
He's dying or something.
He's
and
like
he
dying.
has some plan that he's trying to enact before his death. He's just trying to hold on long enough to be able to see it through. So that's another layer to all of this. But now it's an interesting situation because not only did Zero free all of the Japanese people that he wanted to free, and the ones that stayed back, he said, if anybody chooses, to not go, you're responsible for them, and you promised that to me.
And Nonali said that she wanted that too. So it's not like they're going to stop the zone. It was just everyone that was there, they got out, and everyone who wants to join the zone it's still it's still a thing.
But everybody else is fucking pissed, like livid.
Well, yeah. I mean, I again, like Suzaku can kiss being Knight of One away.
Yeah, for sure.
But he was just doing that in order to save Japanese people. I mean, he saved 1 million Japanese people.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that he's good. I think that he's done what he promised to Yuffie and what Yuffie would have wanted. Like he has fulfilled that.
And that's kind of the beauty of the shot that we see of like the candlelight vigil or whatever.
Yes.
It is like him finally being able to deliver on that.
Yes, and both of them, like they both cared about her, and it was just super unfortunate, like the most unfortunate thing that could have happened.
Yeah.
Because if any of that didn't happen, like it still would have been a thing, and it still would have worked. Like it's gonna work, hopefully now. But I don't know. I mean, this might create some repercussions when it comes to how much Suzaku can keep his promise to Zero, because he might be stripped from everything.
Well, because it's not like you said, it's not just a promise to Zero, it's a promise to Nonali. So
yes,
it's going to cause, I feel like where we're going to go from here is everybody now on his own side, the Britannian army. I don't know about the other Knights of the Round, like his homies, I don't know how they're going to react to it, but everybody's going to be against him and make fulfilling that promise the most difficult thing for him to do.
Well, they're going
to go after Zero and the Black Knights on the Chinese Federation.
Yeah, I mean,
in their territory.
They consistently wait for him to fuck up anyway, because he is Japanese. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens. I mean, Nonali has some power as the viceroy, but I don't know. I mean, I think the Emperor, because I don't think the Emperor cares about power and everything like that. This might be a bruise to his ego. Especially because he trusts Suzaku so much with everything, with even Geass, like no one else knows about that shit. So I wonder what his reaction is going to be towards Suzaku, if he's just going to let it go because, I don't know. Or, I don't know, he could do something fucking crazy and like wipe his memories. Like you don't remember.
I don't know.
Like you forget like how much you want to like free Japanese people or some shit, like something crazy, like you don't want to liberate Japanese people, like you hate them.
I mean, he could do that, but like on that point too, I think speaking of like Geass and the command that he's already operating under, I think it was another beautiful full circle moment because he said a very powerful line. He cursed Zero for commanding him to live when all he wanted to do was die. He chose and had to choose life for himself, but at the end of his own free will chose life for everybody else. You know what I mean? Like another like just really cool full circle moment.
And Nonali too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think he found a reason to live through Yuffie, just like Lelouch's reason to live is for Nonali. So now when Yuffie died, he was like, okay, I hate this shit. I don't care anymore. But like Nonali, I think it's not replacing Yuffie, but like.
But it's like you said, I think because they both lived for other people in a way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Suzaku lost Yuffie and Lelouch lost Nonoli. So last episode was like Lelouch figuring out like who he is and who Zero is. And this episode was Suzaku figuring out like who he is and what Suzaku is. So I think they're both, after this episode, they both are more confident in like who they are now without these people like so close to them or in their lives.
Yes.
You know,
I mean, he did what he did the whole time. Lelouch has done everything that he's done for Nonoli. And he, I think, you know, by doing this, by freeing all of these 11s, by making this zone, like it is a place for her to be happy.
Yeah.
But I mean, something could happen where the Emperor's like, you fucked up in being Viceroy, so you're discarded. She already got a
little bit of pushback, so something's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole lot of season 2 left, so something's got to give eventually. These were both 2 great episodes, though, by the way.
Yes, and we're finally heading to the Chinese Federation.
Yeah.
We finally get to see it. I mean, we've seen glimpses of it. But even Shinkei,
I think.
Yeah, he's like, now you get to be on our stage.
Yeah.
Like, shit.
I can't wait. As always, it's a treat to get to sit down, react, and to talk about these episodes with you guys. Thank you for clicking on this video, for hanging out with us. Consider subscribing if you're not subscribed to the channel yet. Again, it really does help. It really does matter. Leave a comment, your thoughts on the episodes, keeping anything beyond what we've seen here spoiler free, obviously. And if you'd like to take it a step further and you're in a position where you're able to, consider checking out our Patreon and supporting us that way. It's another way you can really help us, because without our Patreon and YouTube member community, we just wouldn't be able to do all the things that we do. So if you'd like to check that out, patreon.com/volume1pod. You can even try it out for free for the first seven days. Like we said, to see if it's right for you. Uncut, unedited access. Plenty more there. And speaking actually of our Patreon and YouTube members, we'd like to thank everybody for no matter, how you show your support. But we want to give a special thank you to members of our V1P tier. So thank you to everyone, but a special thank you to Tyler the Nerdy Bassist, Roland V-Dub, Black Sun Series, Quattro,
Trip Hazard, Wombo, David Ramirez, and our only member of the V1 royalty tier, Paladin Berserker Jedi!
Like we said, thank you to everyone, no matter how you show your support. The only thing left to do now is to get out of here on our outro that's always the same and never changes, which today, Megan, is...
Do you remember our promise?
Yeah. Do you remember the promise, Lelouch?
Our promise, Lelouch. Oh, how about we're all zero?
We're all zero. That's really good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And until next time, we're all zero.
I'm zero.
You're zero.
We're zero.
He's zero. She's
zero. They're zero. Everyone's zero.